Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Apologies again for that last run where I accidentally muted my microphone and then had to do some voice-over post-commentary for a few minutes. You know what? It's more awkward for me than it is for you because I have to be the one that actually has to go in and fix it. But we had a very good melting awoken run last time. We're just gonna go random again and see what we get. Honestly, the runs lately have been kind of interesting. A bit of a mixed bag of early deaths and extreme overpoweredness, but you know, we're getting there. We're making something happen with these runs, and we're learning, I think, as we go, and we're leaning heavily into bounty stalkers, which we can't get this time, but maybe that's for the best. Temperament, sap. I feel like I've found this Seraph for like 5 runs in a row, and I love him because he's easy. And, you know, cue me dying to him in a second. Talos with armor on kill and rage. Arcus with daze and spell cost. Seraph sap, no problem. Vent, extremely good. Mollusk Mage, very good with Vent. And Branding Right, very good just for the armor gain. So we have and really good on spells. I love torches. They're just so good for killing like the gold goblins that enable us to get more money. I like this. This is good. Honestly, a very good assortment of spells for this. Frozen Lances can probably go though. Let's go for an artifact. Friendly units enter with armor and can't twice. I really like the double incant. Like, I really like the double incant. I think it might be a little slow, but you know, there's just something about having like a siren that gets +4/+4 for every spell that you cast. Armor 5 is nice, but you know, sometimes this can interrupt you if you're trying to kill an imp. It makes your champion last a little bit longer early, but I really do like the incanting. I really do. We don't have any incants right now, but in theory we'll get some. With Mollusk Mages, we might have spells that we're playing. We have vents. We're very spell focused right now, except for a champion. Armor 5 isn't that good, but incant could be amazing. Let's take the incant. And then Wrathful or Brawler. Multi-strike is very good with rage, but we gain rage off of Wrathful. We will not have thorns, but with Branding Right armor, I kind of like that. You know what? We can get totems that buff our champion with more armor. I really like Wrathful, I really do. Because it's sustain. It's sustain, it's kills. We might be able to get the tome that gives us multi-strike. We might be able to somehow make our Hornbreaker Prince better, but even him just being a tank and getting 1 kill per turn is possibly good enough. With our spells, we can maybe kill weak enemy units, which might not be ideal, but I like it. Hornbreaker Prince Brawler is still, I think people love this more than Wrathful. People apparently think that the Rage is really good on the Brawler, but I love Wrathful. I'd still do. It's not quite as good as it used to be prior to Divinity because of the fact that enemies do so much more damage, and it's really good if you are the Awoken because of the spikes. But in the runs that I've been doing, this champion has not really been a problem, I don't think. He's never been that big of an issue. So we are gonna be slightly Ember drained, but I think that's okay. You're just gonna come out here to die, basically. And as soon as we get a torch, you know, these units, they're gonna be screwed. We're already gaining armor. You get torched so you don't heal. This kills 2 units. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill the weaker units as they make it up, but if they hit the pyre for like 6, it's not that bad. Yeah, you know, maybe don't play Branding Right on the same floor as a Mollusk Mage now that I think about it, except now you're dead, so maybe I'm a freaking genius. Because that magic power, oh yeah, that magic power is going a long way, isn't it? Now we're gaining the armor off of it, and you're dead. So the rage, you know, at least right now, the rage is not really all that impactful, but eventually it will be, I hope. I mean, I think you just play Mollusk Mage so you can play 2 spells. And you're dead. Beautiful. I don't know where we're going with this run though, except for Incant. Hornbreak, Ritual of Battle. I mean, I think we need Rage because we have enough spells, let's be honest. We need Rage and then a multi-strike unit. Mollusk Mage, we already have 2. We don't need a 3rd one. We don't really need Spell Weakness. We don't really need Helical Crystallis either because we have spells. Admittedly, you know, a lot of damage to the front enemy unit is nice, but I feel like this is gonna be a skip. And then we're looking for a Incanter. We didn't get it, but we do have a good tank and we have a good Demon Fiend. And the Demon Fiend, 30/30 in 1 capacity. I mean, God, if we can play it, it's so good. Plus 10 in Revenge, Frostbite 3 to enemy units. I like the Sentry for tanking. You know, plus 25 HP and then Endless, this thing is amazing. But I think you gotta go Demon Fiend, because as soon as we get like a multi-strike unit, we can create something that our champion can tank for. Sure, the Demon Fiend is literally unplayable right now, but that's not gonna be true forever. No, it's not. We should have taken the gold. But let's see what unit upgrades we have. Multi-strike, ooh, please be something good. Ooh, what? Okay, we can multi-strike a Demon Fiend and then put a Demon Fiend in a Demon Fiend. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna multi-strike the Steelworker and then put a Demon Fiend in the Steelworker. And then you're gonna like, our champion is gonna tank for you and then you're gonna do a lot of damage. I mean, you're also just a good freaking tank, let's be honest. But at least, you know, this will carry us for quite a while. Yeah, this is honestly a very good opening, I think. I don't really care about any of this right now. We do sack the Demon Fiend. We're gonna have a high capacity on this unit, but that's not really a big problem. We could put the Demon Fiend in a Mollusk Mage, but the armor gain is really nice. So we're gonna make this a 40/45 that gets armor every turn. We're gonna give it multi-strike. Yeah, immediately. And then we might give it like another stack of multi-strike in the future, but you know, at the very least, we have a good early floor and nothing is gonna get through it. And ideally our champion is just gonna get like a butt ton of kills. Like nothing is gonna get through this. And every turn the champion's gonna get armor so that they get hopefully tankier and tankier. So I really like this. They lose rage. It might hurt our champion a lot on this floor, but like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. You get torched. You get lanced. End turn. Yeah, our champion is losing health, but it is what it is. We could have him just gain 20 armor immediately. We'll take 1 damage on the pyre. Honestly, who cares? Well, I guess I could, you know, okay. I could give my champion 15 HP, or I could stop him from taking 10. Let's stop him from taking 10. Then we also save 1 pyre damage and he's healing anyways, so that seems okay. Mollusk Mage is really nice so that we can, you know, maybe kill these enemies with spells. Yeah, like a vent, that seems really great, so have a vent. I mean, it's just nice because it gives us an opportunity to do, you know, 5 more damage. And, I mean, if you weren't dead before, you're dead now. So that went very well. We need cheaper spells, in particular that rage spell, which we're gonna take another one of. Although the welder helper, dude, endless on the welder helper is insanely good if you can get it. It keeps your units alive. And then Ritual of Battle, you know, we've got one in the deck already. God, it's just so good. I'm gonna take it. Because we have no imps, and I'd like at least one. Ice Tornado, I do like because of permafrost. We can make it cheap on the floor with our mollusk mages. It's better, and we do need something that just does a lot of damage. We have weak spells. Let's get a powerful spell. Resolve, apply armor 5 to friendly units. Multi-strike, fragile 1, horned warrior. I mean, if we can make another big, possibly big, tanky unit, that would be awesome. But I'm also looking at the welder helper. Like, if you put a steelworker on the welder helper could just be an extra 5 armor every turn, but it doesn't really do that much damage, does it? But horned warrior, sometimes I do take good value out of this fragility multi-strike. Sometimes I don't. It really just depends on the run and what's going on. I accidentally clicked on him. I was actually gonna click off of him and check out the rail beater with the melee weakness. My bad, but he's still an okay unit for now, I suppose. Are we gonna double something? I mean, we could actually double the steelworker, but that just seems a little bit overkill, at least for right now. We could double a welder helper, but really we want endless on him. No, I think what we are going to do is go to the right and get a free artifact. Maybe even get another unit here too. X +3, or the champion gains +50% attack. So I think I do like that, but really this champion does not gain that much base damage. He gains rage. You know, at maximum level, it'll go from 40 to 60 damage. That's not a lot, but X +3 means that vent is actually gonna be a little bit more playable. I mean, I've never taken Brawler level 3. I know it's 6 × 5 with like 25 armor, but still. I mean, on this run, now that we have rage and now that we have armor gain, this might actually have been the better path, but we're stuck on this one. Yeah, I don't think our champion gets that much value from attack. I think X +3 is the way to go. And then, you know, the vents they're doing something. Abandoned stave. This is what we're gonna take. It's been a long time since I've had this, but this gives you right now 5 energy, and then we could easily go into card draw. Or we could just purge these and then we'll be at 4 energy, but this is extremely great. We'll never have to worry about energy ever again. And now I'm thinking that a Demon Fiend would be very good, like not even upgraded. I mean, do you take a Horned Warrior and put a Horned Warrior and a Horned Warrior? You get multi-strike 3, fragility. If you can play him, like, there's no problem. You have a unit who benefits extremely greatly from the rage gain, and the Steelworker is still a good tank. I think you try it at the very least, and 25 pack shards. I think I'll take the gold just because I want to be able to either get spell upgrades or unit upgrades coming up next, and I haven't looked at which one might be better for us. We also have no incanting units, can't help but notice that. All right. I mean, I think we're just gonna play this quote-unquote normally, which I guess just means that I'm gonna let units die. Because the only unit that I really care about is this one. Do you gain armor? It's actually kind of hard for us to get around this, and you're probably gonna hit us, unfortunately, but at least we do get some regen thanks to you. I want to kill you. I played this slightly wrong. We should have played a torch on the bottom floor. We'll get torches. I'm not worried about that. Now, capacity might be nice that we can actually get the welder helper out. Sure. Just gonna keep putting out units to die. We're not really as well off as I would like, I think. But we're getting there. 39 damage. You know what? This means that you get a kill. Which means that we can probably kill you and save even more armor. Definitely just start icing you guys. I mean, I think we're gonna kill the boss, but we're not gonna have as much armor as we would like, and we also cannot use piercing anymore on ourselves because it's just gonna kill us. So instead, we're gonna have to, like, pierce our backliner, which is still not a problem, and we can put the rage on him when it shuffles. And then here, I mean, I 2 torches. I don't want you to hit me, but I do want to kill you so I can get stronger. But I think I'm just gonna have to ice you all. So, just gonna do that, and then I'll do that here. I would love it if we could, you know, farm out some additional kills on this guy, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. But that's okay. So, Train Steward, Mollusk Mage, you might as well hit this guy so we know that we can get the kill on him on the next floor. And again, I want you to survive so that we can get a kill on you with our champion, and hopefully that'll be enough. Did I put the Mollusk Mage in front so that it dies in one hit? If so, I am an idiot. Oh well, I mean, you know, sometimes things just go that way, I suppose, but there you go. Anyways, this should be fine. It's a little close, but it's fine. Purge that, give you even more armor. You're not even taking any damage. So it's either card draw or capacity. I still think I like card draw because of the fact that we have 5 energy per turn. Fragile and multi-strike. This is exactly what we need, and we need this for our champion, which means that we definitely can just take card draw. We need this to be cheap too. And I think we go Siren. We can't put the multi-striker into the Siren. In which case, do we need the Siren at all? It's a good unit, and if we put multi-strike on her, she's even better. I think we gotta take it because of the fact that we have incanting. Like, we can have a floor for spells and a floor with our champion. They don't have to be the same floor. Strike, apply melee weakness 1 to the attacked unit. Well, we have to purge the Horned Warriors, I think. Well, we don't have to purge them. Well, we want to because of how the draw system works. Rail Beater armor. I think we'll take the Siren because of incanting. And I think we'll go with card draw. I sound so dejected, but I'm not. Unit upgrades are nice for more multi-strike, for more health, armor gain. We can also maybe get a Stygian unit that we can meld. More money is nice, and spells we can worry about later. We have 5 energy, so in theory we can play the Tome. Although there is good card removal here, but I think upgrades are going to be a little bit more important right now. That being said, you know what? We'll probably go spells next. Because there's a unit upgrade here, we'll do this, and then we'll go spell upgrade here, which gives us a free artifact as well. I like that. Although we're not going to be removing cards. If we do it in the opposite order, and we go to the right first, we can remove 4 cards. And then we can upgrade spells here. Although we won't be able to get another Stygian unit. Yeah, but it's a lot of card removal. Duplicating is going to happen way late. And there's no temple after this temple. There's only going to be 2 more temples. So we have to be a little bit careful about how we decide to path here. Which I think is an indication that we should, in fact, go for the unit first. Because I really do not want to put Horned Warrior on the Siren because of the fragility. And the Siren on the Horned Warrior is not really all that valuable. But if we get another unit and we can make the incanting worthwhile, I think it's better. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Now, large stone, that's too large. On the Siren, I also think might be too large. Horned Warrior is at least, you know, something. You know, I actually kind of like the Incant Armor Gain. And if you Incant Armor Gain, in theory, maybe you could put Fragility on the Siren, but I don't think that's what you want. We could also Incant Armor Gain on the Steelworker, but that's also not what you want, I don't think. I mean, you could Horned Warrior in the Horned Warrior with Fragility behind a Siren. Ugh, I don't know. Behind a Siren with Large Stone? You know, it gives us something to do at least, but let's check out this. Incant Sap. Okay, so we're just gonna go full on Incant Sap build. Okay, I mean, we've done it before, we can do it again. I'm not willing to deny myself a sap run. So now I'm thinking, you probably put the lodestone inside of the Siren, and then you give her large stone so that she lives for a long time and saps everything. And then when it moves up to the champion, hopefully the champion just ices them. And we can still Horned Warrior into the Horned Warrior later if we really want to, but that's probably a little bit less important now. It's an expensive Siren, but we have 5 energy per turn, so like it's easily playable. And then we could give him, no, we were gonna give armor to the Horned Warrior, right? Yeah. So then we have Incant Armor Gain, Multi-Strike 3, Siren of the Sea doing damage, and then if we reroll and we get Multi-Strike, that would be perfect here. So let's give you armor. We'll reroll. Quick. That's not what we're looking for. Quick on a Horned Warrior, I don't care. Let's take a look at the pathing. Next floor's probably spell upgrades. In fact, it's certainly going to be spell upgrades. Spell Chain Tome, it's too much. It's way too much. But we will go spell upgrades next. The units are going to be fine for the time being. And then we can always just take artifact and money to give us another 25 pack shards, and then with the temple coming up, we can either do melding or we can start duplicating as well as we go down. Okay. Remove, duplicate, and pyre health as opposed to upgrade spells. Upgrade spells here for removal and pyre health. I like it. I think we're good. We've got a weird run. Spell shield should be fine. We've got a weird run, but I think it's totally winnable, totally doable. We've got some good artifacts and some good spells. Is it a weird run? Oh, absolutely. But it's pretty interesting, it's pretty good. I'd like to kill you guys basically as quickly as possible, so... I'm putting you down here so that maybe we can get some kills, and then honestly, I'm just gonna like... put one of you here and then one of you here. At least you're all dying on the bottom floor, and hopefully our champion can get strong enough to kill the enemy units. I mean, I can even smack him once, but wow, you're big. You're very big. Right, you gotta be played up here. Which I hate, because if we do that, we can't really put multi-strike on you. Well, we might be able to if we get lucky. We're just gonna have to live with it, I guess. Yeah, our champion is gonna be almost dead, but not quite dead. And we can't play the One Horn's Tome. You know, honestly, it is what it is. You want that. You probably do like an incant, but I also like Torch Vent, which will kill you. Torch Vent will also kill this Absolver, but it means that we are not taking as much damage, which means that we're not going to be scaling as much. But that could be okay. Yeah, we really do need that multi-strike on him. Without the multi-strike, we're just not able to hit the enemies. I'm gonna murder you. The top floor can deal with the rest of the enemies, even if we have to pay one on this. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem. Now the champion is gonna die. I mean, if he dies, it's not that bad, but I think we do need capacity now so we can dump like a chump blocker. I mean, what it is this guy, the guy who's doing 30 damage. You know, our champion, and I guess this is the thing about the Divinity DLC, is that our champion can't really survive that. He's gonna take too much freaking damage. At least you're dead off of this one Mollusk Mage. Yeah, our champion can't survive the massive damage that we're getting from units like that. Well, we'll definitely play the Rage. And then can we keep them all? No, we cannot keep anything alive. Well, at least dump a Train Steward. So we really do need the Siren at the bottom. That's good to know, you know, figure this out now so you don't have to deal with it later. But we really do need that Siren at the bottom, because without the Siren being at the bottom, we're not able to do what we need. And here I am just gonna basically play all of my spells. It saps them, saves us a lot of HP. Save the Tornado, play this, because then you can play this, and then this, and then we're taking 14. Wiping the vent here would be nice, but let's take less damage on this floor. And if we get the book, the tome, we can always put it on the multi-striker here. It's not a big problem. We might just want to take the pyre damage. Take 3. We killed one of them, which does save us 1 card draw on this turn. Taking 352. Now you're dead. Gotta remember that the incanting is extremely valuable. Why is our backline taking damage? Oh, because of spikes. No wonder. We took 3 pyre damage. That's not a big problem. Yes, we want Alloy of the Ancients. We need the armor gain. Although, an Inferno is very tempting. But I think with Sap, that's not that important, and we want the Hornbreaker Prince to get kills. Just having armor is nice, but if our champion dies, we need a backup plan, don't we? Dude, I'm gonna take Inferno. Titan's Tooth, Guardian's Amulet. I think I'm gonna take Titan's Tooth too. Good spells that just kill an entire wave of enemies. I'm very happy about that. Okay, free artifact. Friendly units enter with Rage 6. Pretty good. Who are we fighting? Just a mini boss? Just a mini boss? Cheap units, I mean, we have a couple of expensive units, but who cares about how expensive the units are, right? We'll just go for friendly units enter with Rage. Allows us to deal a lot of extra damage, at least at the beginning of a combat. And then, yeah, I think we do want to go spells on this one. Get a couple of artifacts, maybe. Remove Consume. One Horn's Tome is too expensive as is. Playing it once is good enough. Daze in the Pyre Room. Set Pyre health to 50. You get money if it causes you to lose health. I guess we'll take Daze on the Pyre Room. Not a very good option there, but Vent doesn't really need magic power, but there's no reason not to. We'll make this tome cheaper. Permafrost. We could permafrost it so it's guaranteed playable. That might be the most important thing. Because with 4 energy, I'm okay spending a turn on it if it means that we can scale our champion. Although an Inferno permafrosted is also pretty interesting. Plus 10 magic power, -1. Put that on the other vent. Spell cost -1. Could put that on a Ritual of Battle to make it more playable as well. We got a lot of offensive spells here. Permafrost. I'd like to make this maybe cost 2. Let's permafrost the Inferno. That way, if we draw it on a turn we don't want to play it, we can just save it. One Horn's Tome, I think I'm just gonna play it whenever it shows up, honestly. And are we gonna go for another artifact? I really actually don't think we should. We can do it here if we want. I'm worried about too high of a pact, because we're not really crushing it yet, are we? We're struggling slightly, so why don't we just purge a card? And then we'll move on. We'll save a little bit of cash. We have a divine artifact here, so we can probably make this work. We could have probably made it work by taking the artifact, but whatever. I don't want to. God, the enemies just do so much damage. I hate it. They gained plus 10 damage. I mean, they're gonna freaking kill my champion at this point, but there's not a lot I can do about it, so I'm just gonna play you up here, like usual. I'm going to Branding Right you, because we need to. And then I think I'm just gonna try to murder you all. It means our champion's not gonna get a kill on anything that moves up, but it does, save us a turn. Goodness. Okay, Steelworker's gotta be played. You've gotta be played. You are taking 24 damage, but you had to go out there. I just hope we don't get the book on this turn. And of course we do. Because now the question is, what do you do? Do you try to keep her alive by playing spells, or do you play the book so that you can actually multi-strike this guy and get multiple kills per turn? Allowing you to survive. In theory, you might come back to the book, but 40 damage. I think you gotta play the book. I kinda hate it, because this is also fantastic to get the the incant's going. And if we put down a Horned Warrior, you know, we can maybe get some kills moving up, but like, the most important thing I think is keeping our champ alive. And this does it. Maybe we should have made that book freeze instead of the Inferno. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Well, if you hit the pyre a couple of times, I think I'm gonna accept it. Although you are gonna gain a lot of damage now that I think about it. So maybe, you know, killing even just the front enemy unit is worth it. We'll probably just play the Ice Tornado in that case. And then we'll vent maybe here, just to slow you guys down. So we are losing HP, but at least nothing is making it up. I think we're gonna lose the champion. Actually, I think if I play 3 torches, he lives and then gains 11 HP. Okay, I mean, that's easy. What, it's supposed to be hard or something? And I will give him rage, so we can get more kills in the future. We have an Inferno, so for the boss, whatever it is. Oh, good! The one guy I don't want to kill in the back line. Well, at least we're healing. I mean, 36 damage? I think we're dead. I don't see us killing this guy, because if we kill the Sycophant in the back, he's gonna go to 8 times 6. He's gonna do 48 damage. I don't see us killing him if he's doing 48 damage. And he's doing 36 right now, oh no. 36 we might be able to survive 2 attacks from, but 48 we definitely will not. So I'm just gonna plan for like 1 floor here potentially. I mean, what can I say? We played this improperly. We should have had the sap. We needed the sap out. Five, you'll be at 70. You'll die. You'll die. I don't think I can keep the champion alive. I don't think we can survive this. No. We'll get 1 kill immediately, and then we'll have to tank 2 turns of 38 damage, which we will be able to do. But you can't play anything on this turn, which means you just end turn. You're taking 799. Okay, I gotta think, because we're gonna gain 15 armor on the first kill, and then you're doing 38 damage, which is like 76 HP. I think if we torch ourselves for the rage, we do 817, and then thanks to Vapor Funnel, we'll live, but you will hit us for 48. I don't know how I think about that one. We made a mistake in how we placed our units. I will say that I kind of do like a tiresome climb, because if we can put the sap behind the champion, that might be for the best. We don't have to. In fact, we probably shouldn't. But it you know, it's another way of putting like a Horned Warrior up up somewhere. We can move units out of the way to allow our champion to hit him. I actually do like this. We gotta be real freaking careful though. Silence needs to be taken. We have to have this. Not having this is it would have helped so much on that combat. We would have taken no damage. We gotta take it. And then I think we just go for card removal and then look at the cavern and hope for something great and then maybe upgrade our units some more. Because we still have stewards that we don't want. The shards, they give us energy and we can take more card draw, so I'm kind of okay with that. Multi-strike. We want this. We probably want it with the Siren. It being on the Steelworker is also fine. The Siren, we might just want to have raw HP though. We'll put this on the Steelworker. He's gonna be on the same floor as the champion. And then honestly, I'll make you... I'll make the Siren tankier. And then we could make the Horned Warrior quick. Or give him more armor. I mean, he would have an insane amount of armor gain, which could be kind of nice if we meld him. Let's take a look at the caverns. Upgrade a unit with plus 10 attack. Restore 5x plus 3 pyre health. Apply plus 5x plus 3 damage to your pyre. Okay, a unit getting plus 10 would probably just be the Steelworker. Plus 10 is not that much though. I think we go for the pyre health because it's 15 pyre health. And we kind of need the pyre health. And then the book costing 2 is really nice. Ritual of Battle costing 0. Also nice. Intrinsic on the book is nice, but I think we do need the book to be way cheaper. Is the champion gonna live? Is the question. The answer is I don't know, but a cheaper book is nice. And then I think we will just put a Horned Warrior and a Horned Warrior. Because I think with the Horned Warrior, we can keep him alive with the Incant armor gain, and then it just gives us another unit. And then, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for like a little purging. And by a little, I mean a lot of purging. And then just hope for the best, because we have 100 pack shards on the 6th fight. And against Arcus Darkness Incarnate, I'm a little scared. But we know what we need to do now. We need to make sure that the sap goes out, because if the sap doesn't go out, it doesn't go out there, we're just screwed. So, we're just gonna play everything on this turn. You get played, you get played, you get played. This is a double sap, which makes it worth it. We're gonna kill you anyways with the vents. We'll do it like this. I'm surprised we actually took none. I was not expecting that. Taking 16 damage. We're healing on this turn. Rage needs to get played. We can play it at the bottom. I'd rather do that than play it at the top because of this thing. You gotta get out there. You're fragile, scary. You should be okay though. Well, we could give ourselves armor, or we could give ourselves a whole bunch of rage and 8 armor. I think that's the play, because we can also play this. And they're taking 137. So when we get the book, the champion is gonna get 2 kills here, which I think is perfect. We need to construct scenarios where the champion is getting kills because he's gotta get stronger. So on a turn like this, Ascend you, we're getting a kill. Well, actually, we might not be because you're going to gain armor, but if I ascend you, we definitely will. I could ascend another unit, but I like this distribution, I think, because one enemy making it up is like the perfect number. So let's spread you guys out a little bit, because now we're getting a kill and getting a lot of armor. Actually, kind of like the tome here, but let's not. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is just play some spells. You getting armor is probably ideal, because you getting armor... 31? Yeah. You getting armor means that maybe I can get to a point where you live and then I get another kill with the champion. It does not look like that's the case, but at least our Siren is doing a good job. The sap is gonna hopefully mean our champion just has the ability to survive forever. We're not getting a kill. We can engineer a kill. I don't know if we should. It would be tome, hit ourselves, and we would do 31 damage. Maybe we cannot engineer a kill, and if we can't, we just accept we're gonna take 2. We'll get a kill here. We could probably engineer a kill here to kill the Guardian. Probably play like an ice tornado down here, but let's wait on that for a second. We could play the Inferno to do 100 damage to this guy, but... I need just like a regular ascend so I can make one super floor, but that's probably not gonna happen. I need more rage enablers. Another one of those rage 10 cards would be nice, making it super cheap too. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? There's no point playing spells up here. We don't get any value from it. So we should play spells down here. And we're gonna play 2 spells. We're gonna play this. And we're gonna play this. It's gonna get the enemy in the back. Wow, it really just hit him, huh? It's gonna get him low enough that we can probably kill him with the champion. We're gonna have more spells moving up. He's got 89 HP. We do need our champion to get hit more. I guess that's a big problem right now, is that we don't have the damage being taken. This is a very, very good time for this, though. And then, honestly, I kind of feel like just buffing my attack damage a little bit. Because we're gonna take no damage here, which means that we're gonna go down to 27 damage, which is 54, which is not enough to kill you. So I think we need to buff. And then we're gonna purge Bone Shine. I'd rather play it for a little bit more. So why don't we save it? It'll cycle around. I'd like to play it for 40 healing, if we can. Okay, Rage. You know what I like about this? Raging up our champion, so they can get more kills. The Rail Beater in the back, or the Steelworker, the Rail Beater may have been better with the melee weakness, but you know, we're stuck with what we have. $59. I mean, we're gonna get a kill as is. I think, yeah, because we're healing. You know, I think we should, because if we can hit this Guardian and kill his friend in the back, it's for the best for the armor gain. So we'll do it like that. And then if we play a spell down here, it does make all of our other spells more expensive, so we're probably not going to play anything at the bottom. Which means, well, I mean, everything's dead anyways, so we can just do it like this. Now you're definitely killable. We gotta put a lot of thought into this, and we're not there yet, but we're getting there. So yeah, plus 27. You're gonna be killed by the champion. We just need to play some spells. So, and quantity matters. So hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. I didn't mean to kill you. That was an unfortunate mistake. You have 1 sap, you're taking 500 damage. Don't do this. We might be able to get you though. I know it's weird. 600. 700. 800. 1,000. We're not gonna get you. And we're not really doing that much damage either. The rage guy in the back, he lost his rage very quickly. And you're doing 32 damage. We can only survive 2 shots here. Makes me a little scared. You know, the daze might be the best thing for us here, because how much... I mean, let's run the math. Let's run the math. Can we kill you? If we ascend you and apply daze 2, we will do... Let's assume we don't increase or decrease our damage at all. We'll do 71 times 2, or 142 plus 120. We'll do 262 damage a turn. So 200, 200, 200, 200. You'll kill him and then take another like 200. So I think we will be able to kill you. $32, 64, 96. I cannot give you enough armor to keep you alive for an additional turn, unfortunately. I think we just ascend you. If we're going to ascend you, we should also play like an Inferno. I could give myself more rage before we do that though. No, just play the Inferno, ascend. I'm pretty sure you're dead. You are killing my champion. Unfortunate. And you know what? I'm just gonna heal for 15. I don't want to see that card again. We need more armor gain. Like we do need a lot more armor gain here. We're just barely keeping the champion alive. Apply magic power to spells in hand. Not really super useful. I mean, how you do it is you allow yourself to play an imp in front, or like a chump blocker, like a mollusk mage, I think. More card draw is nice to get to the good stuff faster, like more rage, more vents, more torches. Here's the thing, if we take capacity, we could make the welder helper endless. Spells Caverns, removal, duplicate, restore pyre health. Probably go spell Caverns. What are we gonna duplicate? I mean, duplicating the book or the Ritual of Battle is nice. I mean, a Ritual of Battle on holdover might solve our problems. Branding right on holdover might too. I mean, we don't have to put the double... We don't have to put multi-strike on the prince. We could just hit him with branding right a few times, then play this on him. Bum, bum, bum. We don't need energy. It's either card draw or capacity, and I honestly don't know which one. We're not relying on the imps. We're probably gonna go Merchant of Magic twice, which means we're not going to double or go for more unit upgrades. What does she have? HP? You're fit, you're fit. Yeah, the only unit that needs upgrades would be the helper to be endless. I think we go card draw. We try to make our spells carry us here. So we're gonna go to the right path. We're gonna check out the Concealed Caverns. I always just like looking. Upgrade a unit to be better in Purge, upgrade a spell to be better in Purge. I mean, probably just like a Frozen Lance. torches are at least, you know, targeted. And I think I will go for an artifact, because if we get the artifact that makes frozen cards free, we can actually use it. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. You summon your imp, gain 1, draw 1. We literally have 1 imp. So this is horrible. This is absolutely awful. I guess we'll take 15 armor, but that is like some of the worst choices I've ever seen there. We'll take more armor, because it's the only thing that's gonna keep us alive. And I almost forgot to upgrade spells. Permafrost. I think we'll re-roll. We'll just make spells cheaper where appropriate. Like, I would still like holdover on the battle, but a cheaper branding right's okay, and then let's hope for something good. Oh, it's so good. We have to take this on something. We can only play this on our champion like 6 times, but branding right, keeping him alive, might be the way to go. Oh, I just realized we can't sap the boss on the top floor, which means we're gonna slowly die. It might be the case where we want to sap on the top floor with our siren so we can just stay there forever. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you know what? What about champion on the top floor with the siren? That way you sap on the floor in which they're hitting your champion. That'll work. That'll work. But what do you want to have holdover? Probably Ritual of Battle. We need damage. We can sap to keep ourselves alive. We don't need the armor. We need the damage more than anything else. So hopefully that'll be enough. Let's see. Enemies appear on each floor at the start of combat. This is actually really good for us because it means that the champion's gonna get some kills. This is a strange situation where the mark of invasion is gonna make a fight easier. But it means the champion on the top floor is gonna get multiple kills immediately, which is good, which is very good. And we can play the imp and then kill it on this turn too. This is very strange. And then we can also fragile at the same time. This is such a strange floor. We're gonna lose 1 energy. There's nothing we can do about it. Because we gain armor. Kill the imp so that it doesn't clog up the zone. And then if we give ourselves multi-strike, we'll get... We should have actually played a Frozen Lance before all this, but we'll get 2 kills, which gives us more armor. And then I could just kill one of you. And then next turn, we're gonna get even stronger. What a strange floor. So we're healing. And I actually think that maybe we should put the siren at the top, because if we incant, we can weaken the enemies and then hopefully still just get rage once we get that rage card. We don't need to tank for the champion, but if we do tank for the champion, he can just get out of control strong with his kills, giving him endless armor. And again, we have a rage card that we can play on holdover. This is very weird, but I think we do it. I think we tank for the champion. We tank for our tank champion. And it looks like you are gonna get away, unfortunately, but there's nothing much I can do about that. And if we play the Steelworker, he dies. So we could just leave him. You know what? No, if we play him here, he does 120 damage. Our Pyre's gonna take a small hit here. Not that much, though. our Siren is going to slowly bleed a little bit of damage, so maybe this wasn't the best idea. Maybe she should have been in the back now that I'm thinking about it. But we're gonna see how this works. We're gonna try it. Does give us an opportunity to get that out, you know. We might just ascend you out of the way, but if we do that, I mean, I would love to play this down here because we really want to kill these guys. They are gonna destroy me making it up. So will you, honestly. But maybe I can just Frozen Lance you. Okay. Armor is nice, weakens everyone else. Two Frozen Lances means that we get a kill with the champion and then do an additional 86 damage to you. Oh no, we're hitting you and then you're getting the kill. Okay, so we don't need to play that. If I ascend you, I will be able to kill the Gilded Wing. 20 plus 86 times 2, 186 damage. You'll be dead. Our Pyre will take 9 damage. I'd rather not take any, but... And I can't play Titan's Tooth, unfortunately. I think we stack armor and can't. If you make it up and you don't do damage because you're sapped, that's good enough for me. So yeah, we'll branding right. And then I think we'll just Frozen Lance. I mean, now we're taking 3. Which means we took like 8 damage. And we took none. Okay, you're dying. Not ideal, but we got a book. We've got a good Frozen Lance. We've got an Inferno we can play. We have a Vent we can play. Okay, I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling better. In fact, I think what we do is we start like this. No, we start like this. Actually, we can play Vent down here. So yeah, we start like this. You're taking 48. By the way, no, you're not. Taking 8. Better. If we torch, we're taking none. We're not necessarily killing everything. You know, I think we want to torch our champion. Buff his damage a little bit. We're taking none. You're not quite dying, but you will die to the Pyre, and I think we'll take none. I'd love to get to the point where the champion's able to get the kill, though. I just don't think we can get there. Because a Vent means that you're going to deal an extra 4 damage. Yeah, we can't quite get there. So I'm going to play the Vent here. Saves us a lot of trouble in the future. Could also Ice Tornado first, then Vent here. Will we be able to do enough damage? We will lose 2x plus 3 damage. 14. It's got magic power. By default, it does 15 damage. So you know what? Yeah, we actually play Ice Tornado here. Vent here. Our champion will get a kill on the next floor, or on the next turn. We took none. Okay, there's Ritual of Battle. Gotta be played. Branding Right can still be played. Keep her going. And then honestly, I think you just torch yourself and torch yourself. And then you just vent yourself. She's scaling quite nicely. The sat, if we can get 10 sat per turn, we can win this. 14. Killing you means a lot to me. We can play Inferno next turn on the middle floor because we don't need a sap on that turn. So what we should do is keep doing what we've been doing. I love that we're getting 2 kills, which means that you're gaining 50 armor. You might as well just like... You might as well play the Mollusk Mage, because if you're gonna play the Inferno, you're gonna ice him. That's our last armor on the Pyregon now. Okay, so... I mean... It's weird, because I could ascend the Winged Conduit, but we're not gonna get the kill with the champion, so this is still the best play. And then you play an Inferno. And then you just give yourself more strength. He is doing freaking 55 damage, but he's not killing our champion. I refuse to let the champion die here. That sap helped out a lot. Okay, well, we went through another fight. I'm looking at Tiresome Climb again, and I'm like, you know, it's not that bad, is it? To just be able to ascend units and push them out of the way so that they don't attack, so that you can actually get a kill with your champion to get tanks out of the way. Where are we going? Health, remove 2 cards, trinkets, magic upgrades. Yeah, we don't need Merchant of Steel. All right, so I'm gonna take it. I think we can make it work. Don't need it. Freeze a card in hand. Actually pretty good, because there's some turns where I have too much to play and not enough energy to play it. You know, maybe a double on the One Horn's Tome would have been nice, but what's done is done. Dump the Frozen Lances. Anything good? Silence plus 4 armor each time it's applied is actually maybe not the best, because I'm not gonna play the Steelworker on the same floor as the champion anymore. I mean, in theory I could, and he would give us a lot of armor, but we really do need Siren on the top floor on the Divinity fight. And the massive sap is gonna carry us a long way. That would make the Horned Warrior insanely tanky, but we don't have a second floor. We only have 1 floor. Well, actually, we could build a bottom floor with the Steelworker and the Horned Warrior. But the enemies are gonna do so much damage, this guy's gonna die. No, we're not gonna play these 2 units. The Steelworker and the Horned Warrior are not gonna be played when we fight Divinity. I hate to say it, but I think we're just gonna go entirely Siren and Champion because the sap is so good. But admittedly, armor plus 6 times 4, it's 24 armor with every spell. The Horned Warrior would become a tank for our champion. But really, you just want the sap. But it is still tempting. You know, Steelworker and Champion on 1 floor, Horned Warrior and Siren on another. The problem is Divinity. The problem is the fact that Divinity has multiple floors that it attacks on, and we want to sap the one that has a champion on it so that the champion can just kill it units and get strong. I think. Permafrost. We don't need this. Magic Power and Consume. On Event is honestly fine. Cheaper spell. I mean, a free branding right, you know you're gonna play it. What other relics would we really be looking for? Entering with Rage is nice. Rage doing more damage would be good. I'm trying to picture the floor in my head. And I'm like, Horned Warrior with the Siren is a good combo. but you don't need the Siren on the same floor as the Hornbreaker if the Hornbreaker is able to get enough kills that the One Horn's Tome won't kill him. That being said, Horned Warrior on the same floor as a Siren is good, because then you could just rage this guy. Because of the fact that he gains so much armor, he'll live freaking forever. We don't have to play the Hornbreaker behind the Siren. And now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. You actually get more rage value out of this guy too, and the incanting means he's pretty much never gonna die. So I think you go Siren, Horned Warrior on the bottom, Prince, Steelworker on the top, and then you go for the armor to keep yourself alive. Silence is also incredible, but we can get more gold if we need it. Let's make certain spells a little bit cheaper here. Champion's gonna die on the top floor unless he gets a lot of armor back, but that's honestly okay. Plus 20 magic power and consume. I'm okay consuming event if it means we get some kills. Remove consume. Wish I could do it there, but yeah, just give me magic power. Make this climb a little bit cheaper. They're still pretty useful to play. You can only afford a 125. Okay, I mean, I think I have a plan in my head now. I think I do. It's a little draw dependent, but I think we put the Siren at the bottom. Now this is an unfortunate turn here, because we're gonna freaking take a buttload of damage. I could put the Welder Helper in the front though to tank a hit, and the Mollusk Mage. But yeah, I think you put the Siren at the bottom, you put the other dude behind her. And then you put the champion on the top. On the divinity fight. Although, you know, there's another option, and I don't know why I didn't think about it until just now. You could just put the Siren at the top. Sap everything that makes it up, and then hopefully the Horned Warrior can kill everything. You can completely ignore the Hornbreaker and say he's not good enough. If you really want to. Hell, you could play him here. He's good enough on his own as long as he's getting enough kills. It buys you a lot of turn to like kill weak units and start scaling with spells. Go ahead. I'm dumb. I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna ascend our champion eventually, and then we're gonna have everything on one floor. We have 2 ascend cards. Yeah, it dazes us, but like we can still build one floor. It absolutely works. I don't know why I didn't think about that until just now. It might cost us a little bit of time, but like we can do it. So you gotta go out. I like a tank into a vent. I also like the Inferno down here, but you know what? We can Inferno there and then just play this here. Ooh, I really like that. This buys us so much time. Yeah, we're extremely weak. I understand that. But like right now, we could just ascend our champion. He'll be dazed, but then we can just build up one floor and then we don't have to worry about other floors. Put multi-strike on this guy, who cares? You know, he'll still get kills on his own, hopefully, at some point, maybe. Yeah, okay. And you're gaining just an absurd... You're gonna tank for the champion. I hate to say it, except I love to say it, because it's exactly what's going to happen, but you are going to tank for the champion. Congratulations. Now you're gonna hit the pyre once or twice, which is really not that big of a deal. I think I'm just going to, I think I'm just gonna play this for more sap, because then we'll take none off of you. Although the pyre has armor, I should have just let you go. You would have hit it for like 3. Champion is still not able to come out and play right now, but that's fine. Ritual of Battle. We just have so much armor gain now on the Horned Warrior. I think we're okay. We could even ascend a unit that's really annoying just so that it dies, so that there's less to deal with on the future turns. I'd actually kind of, I think, prefer that. Because if I ascend you, I can't kill him with Titan's Tooth, but we can still play a lot of spells to take very little damage. See, I'm gonna ascend you. This is why I have the ascend cards, honestly, just so I have the opportunity to play them. That's very nice. And I think I'm gonna play this. Now I know that that front gilded wing is gonna die. Our horned warrior tank with fragility is now at 200 armor. Okay, sure. By the way, things are now approaching death. You might hit the pyre once, but you get dazed, so actually I don't have to deal with you. I'm focusing way too much on them, honestly. Smack him. Smack him. We could preserve event. It's actually very useful because then we can play it on the next turn and we know specifically that we're gonna get another incant off of it on the right floor because we want the armor on the freaking Horned Warrior, who's at 312 armor already. You I want to play so I can ascend you, but I can't really do that right now. Actually, I probably could keep you alive at least. Maybe get an ascend next turn. 2 of them are coming up. You know what? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party, pal. You're still gonna get rage, because you're the only thing able to like do good damage. You're gonna get played. You're gonna get played to tank. We're gonna smack you once. I don't know why you're getting armor. I guess you're occasionally getting kills. Then we are going to low vent. High vent. You're only taking 1 damage. A unit's gonna make it up. Again, we have pyre plating, so even if they hit, they're not gonna do that much. They hit for 0. I think hitting for 0 means that we're still taking damage. It just says 0, but I don't know. Inferno, Ritual of Battle. The book is next turn, and we did not get the draw that we wanted, unfortunately, so you might be dead. I think I can keep you alive, though. I can. It's annoying, though. I wish that you wouldn't. So the champion is not getting a kill. If I give you rage, we can at least do more damage to you. Now the champion is getting a kill. The champion doesn't need the kill if he's not acting as a tank. The Horned Warrior is a better target for the rage. I mean, he's got 400 armor. Horned Warrior should be at the front. The armor is really nice to deal with these Vengeful Shards. I'm liking that. So, oh hey look, ascends. So now, You're not going to give armor for a couple of turns, which means that you're essentially worthless, but, you know, at least I got you now. And we can play an Inferno at some point, but do we even want to? Do we care? I don't know. I think we do give you another stack of multi-strike, and we're just gonna keep buffing you. Screw the champion, he doesn't do anything. This is a very good indication that it's correct that we should ignore the champion, because he just doesn't do enough right now. We have 400 damage on the Horned Warrior. Sure, we're not doing the most damage. We don't need to. We have 500 HP. We can survive as long as we want against a boss fight. Okay, we're taking 136 damage, but you're dead, and we're not done yet because look at this sap. We're only taking 48. With the piercing and armor gain, now we're taking 24. With preserve in hand, a torch, frozen lance vent, and now you're dead. We're falling back on, you know, old school strategies here of just having sap, but like it works. It is extremely overpowered on these fights, and it's going to work beautifully on the last Divinity fight. I kind of just know it. Well, as long as we get the right order of draw, because we would very much like to not have Horned Warrior turn 1, which is exactly what happened, which means that that's annoying, but you will still incant and not take any damage, so we can still make this work. It's close, but we can still make it work. Hornbreaker Prince has to go out. Really, he doesn't have to go out, but it's nice to get him out. You've got to go out. You've got to go out. We have 1 energy, which means that we can keep you alive. There you go. And if our champion dies, it does not matter. We would like him to live, and we can ascend him. But if he dies, you know, he dies. In fact, it might even be better to have a Steelworker out, because the Steelworker on the top floor will give us armor every turn. Actually, we can't put him out, that's fine. Accept it. Yeah, I mean, I can bring the champ up, but I kind of just don't care. We might as well, because we're not doing anything else with the energy. And in theory, we can put out the Steelworker, but he's almost certainly gonna die before he can be ascended, but you never know. We'll see. He's not gonna die here. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30. He's probably gonna die. Let's leave him in hand then. You get the fragility. You can get more rage. We got 2 vents. This one doesn't do a damn thing. So you might as well play this one here and play the, neither of them pierce. Well, in that case, it doesn't really matter what order you play him in. You know what, we could have definitely played you here because you wouldn't have died. Although we are taking extra damage due to the incanting on them, but you're doing 2 damage on a sweep. That is going to be not the case in a second. We're not doing enough damage to kill everything. A tiresome climb is probably not what you want then. Though a Titan's Tooth will kill this light wing, but it will do a lot of damage to us. Except it won't because it'll be dead. So yeah, we're gonna send you, and then we're going to smack everything. And smack again. The Pyre will make sure that you don't do any damage to us. And we're making it through this phase, which makes me think that we're in the clear. Especially now that we have Ritual of Battle finally. Might be a little hard to get through all the enemies, but we'll get there. In fact, I kind of just want to play an Inferno down here. Because you guys are going to make it up. I hate to say it, but you are. So, let's Inferno, deal with this floor, which is really annoying. This is really the floor that you want the Inferno for, I think. That or this one, either one. But we'll Preserve. Just because it still does sap, and if our Pyre takes the smallest bit of damage, we'll accept it. Did our champion get a kill? You did hit our Pyre. You lived for longer than I thought you would. Champion did not get a kill. But I like this turn. Start here. See how this leaves us. One unit making it up, because we could ascend the Steelworker. I kinda like it. We don't really need the armor gain though. Like, he's got 12 sap, he's never gonna attack ever. It is damage, but it's also damage if I just put you down here and leave you for a little bit, and you'll die next turn, you know? Like, if I just play spells, I can keep reducing their damage output so our Pyre doesn't take a lot of damage, but... I mean, I'm gonna play enough spells anyway, so, you know what, sure, let's ascend you. Pyre's gonna take a little hit on occasion. He's gonna be dazed and hit us for, he hit us for 15, but you know, we're getting there. You're only taking 293. Oh no, that's not good. That is actually horrendous. If we play a torch, we'll do an extra 71 damage to you at least, so let's torch our champion. I'm honestly a little bit scared about him making it up, but he killed us! Well, I mean, to be fair, we only had one rage card, so it makes sense that we wouldn't be able to scale as fast as we would like. A second rage card would have been nice. Maybe we should have duplicated it or something, but I did not anticipate that unit making it up without as much sap as they had. We just had a draw on that turn that was it was like, what was it? 2 Mollusk Mages, an Imp, like 3 garbage cards, like Vengeful Shards and stuff. So we weren't able to sap him as much as we would want. If he didn't kill us, I think we would have been in the clear. That was still a fun run though. Very strange with the Horned Warrior being a weird tank, but we didn't have enough damage. We needed more damage output. It's a lesson learned for the future, I think. But I don't really see where we would have gotten more damage except for another duplication, and maybe that's what we should have focused on. Admittedly, it would be a little bit expensive. You know, a Ritual of Battle with -2 energy would have been nice, but yeah, we just needed a little bit more. But I don't know where we would have found a little bit more. Like, what decision could we have adjusted slightly to give us a little bit of a better chance? I don't know, but it was still a fun run. I had a good time with it. Even if it wasn't a success, I'm still enjoying it on occasion, let's say. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch and at the various links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.